Granddaddy P here. We're going to talk about something other than K pop. But we are going to talk about Korean culture, Korean attitudes, maybe Korean politics. We'll see how it goes. This will not be 59 seconds short. This will take a few minutes. So, let's begin. In my adult life, I've been a teacher at different points in my life, and I've made some friends of students, former students now, and they're fully adults. They're married. They have occupations and careers of their own. They're in their 30s. I'm in my 60s. And I see them now and then, and they're female. And my wife comes with me, by the way. And my wife loves them too. But because they're our friends. We don't see them often, but when we do, we have a good time. So one night we were talking, and I asked them, because they had just come back from visiting Korea, visiting their father's grave, and, visiting family over there and having some fun. And I said, would you ever consider going back to Korea and living there? And every one of them said, no hesitation. Nope. And I said, why? Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what they said there, but I'll explain it this way. Two of my friends, Korean females who live in America, they're citizens now, but they were offered jobs. They live in Pennsylvania. I live in New Jersey. They live in Pennsylvania. They were offered jobs with Samsung America in Seattle, Washington. They said no. In fact, they said no, thank you. I said, why not? Great company, we all use their phones and other stuff, and it's a Korean company, but it's in America. And they said, no, can't do it. And I asked them why. And they said, because it's a Korean company with Korean culture, and we are Korean women, so we will not work for that company. I said, why? They said, because they don't treat women right. See, these two young women, who happen to also be sisters, came to America, indulged in American culture, figured out that they could have pretty much, not 100%, we know that, but pretty much equal rights. Be treated pretty much equally. And they know that in Korea, that's not the way it is. And they refuse to go back and live there. They don't want to be second-class citizens, told to obey their husbands. When they have jobs, if they have children, pretty much difficult to come back to the job. Companies don't want to hire women because they may go out. They might get pregnant. So, no, they don't want to do that. They don't want to be second-class citizens. We see it every single day in the Korean entertainment industry, because that's mostly what we see from over here. But we see what happens when a male does something wrong and a female perhaps does something wrong, and sometimes they really didn't do something wrong. But who do you think gets canceled? Well, let's go up with two examples. One is an older gentleman now in his 50s, I think. His name is Lee Jung-jae. We know him from Squid Game. He's about to do season 2 for $1 million an episode. But what's his history? Lee Jung-jae has 2 DWIs. He has 2 assaults and batteries. One of those assaults and batteries, he assaulted and beat and kicked the living bejesus out of a woman and put her in a hospital for 2 weeks. While, you guessed it, he was drunk. But he's fine. He's a man. Boys will be boys, He's fine. His career went on. He's making millions an episode. And we have Kim Se-ran. fairly high-rated actress. I'm not sure if she ever made it. Well, she did when she was a kid. She was an A-rated star. She was a child actress. Became an adult actress, and she's only in her early 20s. I don't think she's kind of made the A-list grade yet, but she's really close. Or was. 1 DUI. Nobody hurt. Didn't beat anybody up. 1 DW or DUI. KBS has banned her. She's gone, man. Gone. Canceled. Choop. Kim Gadam was 16 at the time. Getting ready to debut, or did debut, with Le Seraphim. Bullying accusations came out. And even though those accusations were proved false by the school SBC report, she was still canceled. HYBE still let her go. She got nothing. The other 5 girls went on to be millionaires. Right? So it doesn't matter if you're innocent, if you're a female in Korea. It doesn't matter. So this is what happens. And this is why my friends who live here in America will not live in Korea and will not even work for Korean companies. Because they know this. And they don't want it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. So, there you have it. My take on Korean culture. Don't get me wrong. I lived in Korea for 10 years. I like Korea. However, I don't like that. I don't like the double standard. One thing for men, another thing for women. I don't like it. And now that the birth rate is down, they want women to do military service, just like the men. So what they want, imagine living in a world where you either have a baby or you go into the military. What? So basically they want the women to birth the babies, raise the babies, take care of the house, be subservient to the husbands, and do military service. Please tell me what it is the men are supposed to do. So you see, there are problems. And now, here's another one. I just read this today or yesterday. They want to have multiple minimum wages. Multiple minimum wages. And they want to pay the elderly 65 and above. Now, I'm over 65. They want to pay us less than minimum wage. Minimum wage from working age people is $7.29 an hour. They want to pay the 65 and older folks less than that. Because they're old. This is a concept that is just ridiculous to Westerners, I'm sorry. And these types of things are what makes us dislike certain aspects of the Korean culture. And I'm sorry, that's my take. Things need to be fixed over there really badly. Anyway, Granddaddy P signing out.